I am Scott Hathcock, President and CEO of Moonshot at NACET, and it is my privilege today to drop in on a good buddy of mine, a rock star in the entrepreneur world, Dan, the founder and CEO of Poba Medical. It's my first time to actually tour your facility since you left our campus, and it is an amazing place, I have to say. How long have you been here?
We've been here since January of 2019. So we graduated late December and moved our clean rooms and all of our capability here to the Airport Business Park. So yeah, it's been a great move for us. We got tons of extra space. We've added some additional engineering and assembly capability here at Poba, and I think as we continue to grow, this facility gives us really a ton of growth potential. And certainly the NACET experience gave us the chance to really establish our business model, make sure that we had all our ducks in a row as it relates to customers, revenue, capabilities, technology, all those key pieces. So I think it's been a great move. It felt at the time that we were maybe moving a little early. I think our clean room and our space up at the accelerator was, it was phenomenal. It was incredibly cost effective. It gave us the ability to really address the needs of our customers. All the supporting conference rooms and office space was ideal. But I think as an entrepreneur, you're always kind of looking at the horizon, trying to see where your business can go. And it definitely made me uncomfortable. I'll admit that
to be pushed out of the nest.
It felt like it felt like maybe we were moving a little too soon, just as it relates to cash flow and production customers and things. But man, it's been an incredible move for us, and I think we've been able to establish some key production customers now that we probably wouldn't have been able to establish just because of our capacity and our space requirements that we had at NACET. But I think you want to be uncomfortable. I think if you can get uncomfortable with something, you have a good chance of being successful. And this space felt way too big. It felt like we had way too much office space. We felt like we had way too much clean room space and capacity. But at the end of the day, it's worked out perfectly. And I think I'm less uncomfortable now as we move into the summer, because a lot of the orders have come to fruition, and a lot of the development work we've done has really been awesome. So,
and this is not your first time to be here at Airport Park in Flagstaff. So tell our viewers your story, because your former company is right across the parking lot, right?
Exactly. So Machine Solutions, we started in 2000, and we moved into the airport around 2004. And I had that exact same feeling about being uncomfortable. We were in a 3,000 square foot space. There was no incubator in town at the time, and if there was, we didn't know about it. So we were just using our garage and our house, and then we moved into a space out where is presently the current Home Depot. But yeah, so the Machine Solutions started up 2004. We built it from a $1,000 investment to 20 plus million in revenue over the course of 10 years. Grew closely 90 employees. Lots of jobs created in Flagstaff over that period, and we turned over that period hundreds of millions of dollars worth of revenue into the local community. So it's kind of like old home coming back. And I watched this building be constructed, because it was an empty land, and I saw the building going up in 2007, 2008. Thought never crossed my mind that I would eventually require that space, but it really has worked out perfectly for us. And I think the entire cluster of buildings out here at the airport is really conducive to not just med tech and med device, but now we're all here. So there's a lot of great synergies between the companies out here and the customers that we bring in from all over the world. We have customers in Israel, China, Japan, California, Minneapolis. Those are the big draw places geographically for us right now. But so yeah, Machine Solutions is going strong. Machine Solutions pretty much owns this entire business complex now.
This is your family tree now.
It's part of my family tree. Yeah. No, It's great to be back, and I think I have great relationships with the team over at Machine Solutions as we continue to grow and have some real positive energies between customers and technologies. And much of our equipment in the clean room comes from Machine Solutions.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's worked out really well.
Right. So tell me about your story with the incubator, the Moonshot at NACET. So after you sold your share of Machine Solutions, you moved on and you launched?
I launched Simple Surgical in Menlo Park, California, roughly 2012.
Okay.
So we spent just over 2 years in Menlo Park, and we were a struggling startup company trying to develop novel technology for treating hypertension. We had a small engineering team in the Bay Area. We had a 3,000 square foot facility. The best part of the story is that our lease expired, and Facebook purchased our building and raised our rent from $6,000 to $13,000 on a Monday. This was expired on Friday, and Monday we got the letter that our rent was now $13,000 a month, which for a startup company without a ton of cash, it was just burdensome, and we weren't going to make it. So that's when I met Annette, your predecessor.
CEO, right?
Yeah, I met Annette and Paul Thomas for lunch, and they kind of introduced me to the concept of NACET and now Moonshot and the incubator / accelerator. We moved over a weekend, and we got the team out from Menlo Park out to Flagstaff. We started in the incubator, expanded over to the accelerator. But yeah, it was a godsend for us because we now had control over cash flow. We had relatively affordable rental rates, great lab space, manufacturing space, engineering talent, access to NAU students and engineers, and we didn't miss Menlo Park. I mean, I think it served a purpose.
Right.
The talent I had initially was there, and it served a purpose. But I think the bigger purpose was to continue to grow the business, create startup companies, and really Flagstaff offers an incredible opportunity for entrepreneurs, whether it's med tech or whatever space. So so we were there for about 2.5 years, and ran out of space, graduated, and now here we are.
Well, and the story I love too is you initially moved in with Simple Surgical, and then during the process of developing that company with research, you saw a niche in the marketplace for essentially what became Poba Medical, right?
Correct. So we were struggling with suppliers as it relates to our catheters and our balloons, and we made a decision to purchase some equipment to allow us to do it ourselves. And as soon as we made that decision, we realized there was other Simple Surgicals searching for key contract support for the balloon, the catheter, early design, et cetera. So, and then it was a decision to say, we have something now. Let's see if we can grow this contract manufacturing arm, and it's been pretty explosive growth since the time we landed our first customer to where we are today, which 2 short years, and I think we've demonstrated that we fill a great niche in the market, and the workforce and the capability that we have at Poba is going to allow us to continue to grow as long as we want to grow the business and find customers that are searching for better options as it relates to their contract design and manufacturing. So it's sort of the that entrepreneurial spirit where you make a decision about a certain aspect of your business, and all of a sudden you wake up one morning and realize, shit, I can build this as its own standalone business, and it could be worth hundreds of millions of dollars in a few short years.
Yeah. So, and how many employees do you have currently today in Flagstaff?
In Flagstaff, I think we're somewhere between 12 and 15.
Okay.
We're hiring aggressively right now to help fill out our current production and assembler capabilities, as well as our engineering and marketing and sales functions. So we're up to around 15 employees.
And the value of NAU being in the backyard has been essential too for hiring new hires in the area?
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, we have a good percentage of our team that has spent time on the NAU campus, either studying engineering, studying business, whatever. So I think it's been great for us, and we have a really aggressive internship program so that we're bringing in students constantly early on, whether they're studying for their PhD or they're just getting their bachelor's degree in engineering. So we're able to put them through the kind of the real world learning process of this is what a catheter and a balloon, and these are the technologies that we face. and it's been great for us because, I mean, I'll give kudos to NAU because they're putting out high quality students that are hands-on and ready to enter the workforce. And I mean, those 3 factors are key to starting a business. And
what would you say to other people searching, doesn't necessarily have to be in the medical engineering world, but are looking for a different lifestyle and a different place to start a company? I mean, how would you rate Flagstaff from your personal experience with starting a company?
Yeah. I've been here 20 years now, so you know, I came here on a whim to work for Gore developing a balloon.
Okay.
20 years ago. So, you know, I never thought it was a place that I was going to land and be able to pursue entrepreneurial pursuit and start businesses. Flagstaff offers unique lifestyle, unique access to talent. It's not just the gateway to the Grand Canyon. I mean, I think that's sort of the headlines that you read, but there is an incredible amount of med tech and talent here, both from an engineering, software, all over this town. I mean, this town is going to become Boulder, Colorado in a few years. You've got a university, you've got tons of startup companies, you've got key pieces of med tech and other digital areas, and I think it's still in the early innings. So I think now's the time to get here. It's not inexpensive from a housing standpoint, but comparing it to places like Denver or the Bay Area, you're getting a heck of a lot more for your money here in Flagstaff, and you get to deal with what Flagstaff offers as it relates to lifestyle, outdoor. I mean, it's, you know, you can go out and have a beer after work and run into guys that you used to work with 10, 15 years ago and pick up right where you left off.
Right,
I mean, there's a great infrastructure, and I think the incubator accelerator, which I didn't have access to when I started Machine Solutions, is an incredible opportunity for entrepreneurs that are trying to start their business, because the resources that it provides, not just space, but the resources to get you around like-minded people, really moving technologies forward. Whether you're doing a medical device or you're doing an app, I mean, you face some of the same challenges, and I think and we get to do it in Flagstaff. So I mean, I would choose Flagstaff over anywhere in the world because I've had a chance to see other parts of the world, and I mean, this really is an ideal place to start a company. Heck,
it's what we know to be true, right?
I've sort of proven it, so I'd like to prove it a few more times, but it's been awesome.
So you may be aware of this, but Moonshot at NACET is actually entering its 20th anniversary in this coming year, June. And so what we want to do, especially for our anniversary, and especially for folks like yourself, are celebrate entrepreneurialism in Flagstaff, celebrate our program having such a legacy here. And I'm thrilled to announce to you today that you are one of our Shoemaker Award nominees. So we will have this banquet on September 28th at Little America, and we will present the 3 companies that graduated around the same term you did. And we'll just celebrate the rock star that you are, and what you're doing for the city of Flagstaff. So we appreciate that. And again, I just want to congratulate you on your nomination, official nomination.
Thank you. We appreciate it. It's a team effort. I get to put the pieces in place, but it's the guys and the gals that we have that are behind the scenes running the business that really give us the ability to be successful. And whether we start early on with a single office and a single lab at the NACET facility, and we grow into this, I mean, it's part of the process, and certainly we appreciate the recognition, and I think it's really a chance to recognize all the employees that have helped us get to where we are. And we're in the early innings. This is top of the first, believe it or not. We're in the early innings that we can create something really significant here in Flagstaff, and serving the medical device industry around the world. So and at the end of the day, we get to build products that save lives and millions of lives, and I think it's really rewarding to come to work every day.
That's awesome, Dan. So if you want to learn more about our program, you can find us at moonshotaz.com. And again, if you want to celebrate Dan and other entrepreneurs here in Flagstaff, be sure to check out the banquet on September 28th, and you can find out more about tickets for that banquet at moonshotaz.com. Thank you so much, Dan, for your time. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon.
See ya.